If you are not using a travel credit card going into 2025, this video is going to show you why you need to be using one and how it can help save you so much money when booking trips in the future. I think something that my generation has been taught about credit cards is that they're evil and that they're there to run you into massive amounts of debt, but that's simply not true if you learn to use them correctly. There are three main families of travel credit cards, those being Amex, Chase, and Capital One. I'm going to go over Chase and Capital One today. Capital One is probably the simplest when it comes to benefits. Chase is the next step up, and then Amex is a step above that. Capital One has two main travel credit cards, those being the Venture and the Venture X. Both of these cards will offer you 2 times miles on every dollar spent. So for instance, if you go to the grocery store and buy something for $10, that'll be 20 miles that you get. Those miles can then be redeemed for basically a cent on the Capital One travel portal. So if you have 100,000 miles, that's equal to $1,000 worth of travel on the portal. However, for all travel credit cards, you're going to get the best value from transferring to transfer partners. All these credit card companies are going to offer you partners that you can transfer your points to. For instance, Capital One's partners include Air France, British Airways, and Qantas, as well as many more international players. Capital One's biggest flaw is that they don't have a lot of domestic partners, and I'll get into that when I talk about Chase. This summer, we used this transfer bonus by transferring our Capital One miles to British Airways and Air France to book our flights to Europe. This ended up saving us probably about $500 because it was 50,000 points for worth a little over $1,000 in flights. The main reason you want to sign up for these cards is because both the Venture and Venture X offer a 75,000 mile sign-up bonus when you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months of opening the card. This actually isn't as complicated as it sounds because you can put basically any major life expense you have on them. For instance, I just paid my rent for 3 months straight because it was worth it for me getting 75,000 miles worth of travel. Both the Venture and Venture X will also give you a $100 credit towards TSA PreCheck and Global Entry. So if you don't have that yet, you can go on the TSA website, book it using your card, and you will get the reimbursement on your statement. The Capital One Venture has all the benefits I mentioned earlier, such as the 2 times miles on every dollar spent, access to the Capital One travel portal, and the credit towards TSA Global Entry, and that comes at a $95 annual fee. While the $95 annual fee may seem easier than the Capital One Venture X's $395 annual fee, the Venture X is a far superior card in my opinion, and here's why. Not only do you get all the benefits I mentioned earlier from the Venture, but you also get a $300 travel credit every year that you have the card that can be used on the Capital One travel portal. On top of the $300 hotel credit, you also get 10,000 miles every anniversary, which is equal to 100 points. And now if you see where I'm going with this, you actually get $400 in travel credit every year for a $395 annual fee, meaning that the card pays you $5 to own it, essentially, if you use the benefits. So, if you're debating between either of these cards and you're a heavy traveler who travels every single year, you can get paid $5 to own the Capital One Venture X. However, if you're probably not going to spend $400 on travel each year and you just want to earn some bonus miles when going shopping, the Venture is probably better for you. Finally, the other exclusive benefit of the Venture X is when you book hotels through the Capital One travel portal, you get 10 times miles on everything booked. So if you spend $100, you'll get 1,000 miles from that. And you also have access to Capital One's Premier collection where you can use your points to book luxury resorts. Overall, I just believe the benefits of the Venture X make it the far superior card for if you're going to spend more than $400 on travel a year. It's also worth noting that the Capital One lounges are insanely nice. We really enjoyed our trip there and plan to use them every single time we have the chance. The lines can be a little long, but you can easily join on the Capital One app and skip the line, and it's a great time. Chase has their Chase Sapphire Preferred, which is the lower level card, and the Chase Sapphire Reserve. The Preferred has a $95 annual fee, and you get a $50 hotel credit when used on the Chase travel portal, so it's basically a $45 annual fee as long as you use that credit within the year. Chase also has very different travel partners than Capital One does. They keep some of the same, such as Air France and British Airways. However, you get domestic partners, which is one of the reasons I believe Chase's travel is semi-superior to Capital One. Chase will give you the chance to transfer your miles to Hyatt, United Airlines, and Southwest Airlines. Hyatt and Southwest will give you some of the best value, especially Hyatt because of their tier system with points. As someone who really enjoys traveling domestically, Chase has been better for me when using their travel portal. However, Capital One was really nice when it comes to flying to Europe or flying to the Caribbean because you have a lot more international options. I also believe that the benefits of Chase are a little harder to use. When you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you'll get 5 times miles on things booked through the Chase travel portal, 3 times miles on any dining, and 1 times miles on anything else. This is a lot more complicated than Capital One's simple 10 times on hotels in the travel portal and 2 times on everything else. It's all just 2 times miles, whereas Chase, you kind of have to think a little more. The Chase travel cards also do come with a sign-up bonus as well, and it's 60,000 miles for the first 4,000 spent, so slightly less. However, Chase points are technically worth more than Capital One points, so when booked in the portal, it kind of evens out. The Chase Sapphire Preferred gives you a 1.25 times bonus when you book through the portal. It sounds really complicated, but basically all that means is 60,000 Chase points are worth 75,000 Chase points if you book directly through the portal, but you can still transfer the 60,000 to other partners. The Sapphire Preferred's big brother is the Sapphire Reserve. This card comes at a $550 annual fee, which is the most expensive of the cards I've talked about today. And honestly, the benefits aren't really worth it nowadays. When the card came out, it was very popular because it included things such as the Chase Airport lounges, which were new. It also gave you credits towards Lyft and DoorDash, and a $300 annual travel credit, just like the Venture X does. The benefits of this are starting to get a little outdated just because of the cost of the card being $550, whereas the Venture X is only $395, and you get very similar benefits. If you are near an airport that uses Chase lounges, then I can understand the benefits because the Chase Sapphire Reserve will give you access to airport lounges in Boston, Phoenix, both New York airports, and once again, until the end of 2025, Austin. They're closing the Austin lounge because for some reason, Chase decided to make an outdoor airport lounge in Austin, Texas, right on the tarmac. So when you're outside, it's brutally hot and you're kind of just ingesting jet fuel the whole time anyways. Not really a great experience. The Chase Sapphire Reserve also makes earning points more complicated again because you get 10 times points on any Peloton purchases, which is another random partnership that Chase brings. You can kind of see now why I said Capital One was a lot simpler. Chase has 3 times on dining, 10 times on Peloton, for now 10 times on Lyft, 5 times on anything booked in the portal, and 1 times on everything else. It's a lot to say and a lot to memorize. The Sapphire Reserve will allow you to use your 60,000 mile sign-up bonus and redeem it for 90,000 miles in the Chase portal, which is one of the benefits if you're looking to book in the portal. However, as I mentioned earlier, you're almost always going to get the best deal by transferring your points rather than booking through the portal directly. So, to conclude, we went over 4 cards today: the Venture, Venture X, Sapphire Preferred, and Sapphire Reserve. Overall, if I had to pick 2 cards to own, which is the combo that I like to use, it's the Sapphire Preferred and the Venture X. I think this is the ultimate combo because it gives you access to Chase transfer partners and Capital One transfer partners. You get airport lounge access for free using the Venture X by redeeming the credits every year, and you get the domestic partners that Chase offers, as well as 60,000 Chase points to transfer to Southwest, United, or Hyatt. Hopefully this video helps shine some light on these travel credit cards. There's also more complex benefits like the Venture X giving you access to Hertz Gold, or the Chase Sapphire Reserve giving you some extra insurance protection on rental cars. There's all kinds of hidden benefits that are going to be linked down below in the description where you can read for yourself all about the benefits of these cards to truly understand them. This video is just to help you get an idea of which one you should be looking into applying for. If you want to apply for these cards, you can also access the link to that in the description below too. Make sure to check that out, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content just like this, and for more travel vlogs and more travel information coming soon.